This giant surfer measures nearly 3 meters between her flipper tips. And that's a lot of bulk to shift. It's hot, exhausting work. Filmed with a thermal camera, we can see her body heat burning against the beach. But it's night, so her temperature is clearly not from basking in the sun. That glow comes from within. Clearly some heat is generated simply by the effort of climbing ashore. But what sets the leatherback apart from all the other reptiles is the way she controls her temperature. A thick, blubber-lined shell acts as insulation, allowing her to maintain her core body temperature up to 18 degrees above her surroundings. She is, in effect, a warm blood. Over the 2-month nesting season, up to 90 turtles per night visit this beach. So there's something of a scramble for the best nest sites. A female lays around 50 fertilized eggs, plus a bunch of smaller sterile eggs designed to collapse to create extra maneuvering room for the hatching babies. No other turtle does this. The whole nest digging and egg laying process room for the hatching babies. No other turtle does this. The whole nest digging and egg laying process takes up to 3 hours and makes her overheat. Through the thermal camera, the pectoral muscles that work her flippers glow like hot metal. By dawn, only 1 or 2 stragglers remain on the beach. The temperature will soon soar to dangerous levels. It's time to get back to the sea. Nine weeks later, the eggs have hatched, and the babies have tunneled up through the hard-packed sand to just below the surface. Their digging is perfectly synchronized, and they all emerge at exactly the same moment. Then they head straight for the sea. Like the wildebeest crossing the Mara River, making a quick dash together is the best hope of making it in one piece. Entering the surf, the hatchlings instantly turn into perfect little aquanauts. Over the next 10 years, they will crisscross the oceans of the world in search of food, increasing in size more than 10,000 times. Like a whale, an adult leatherback is provisioned with calorie-rich blubber, which combined with its warm blood means it can venture into Arctic waters far beyond the reach of any other reptile. And its flexible shell can cope with astonishing pressures of more than 100 atmospheres, so it can dive 1,000 meters deep on a single breath. Leatherbacks feed on jellyfish, and to keep up their active lifestyle, they need to eat up to a ton of them a day. Unfortunately for the turtle, a floating plastic bag can look like a jellyfish. But plastic won't digest. It just clogs up the turtle's insides. Add in the risk of drowning in fishing nets, and the future doesn't look bright. Scientists predict leatherbacks may be headed for extinction within the next 10 years. But not all turtles live in the remote expanses of the ocean, and they aren't all as sweet-tempered as the leatherback. In the dark waters of a Florida swamp lurks a monster straight out of Jurassic Park. Though he may not suspect a thing, this fisherman is being watched. The alligator snapping turtle is an ambush specialist. Its worm-like tongue is bait to lure fish into these deadly jaws. It can hold its breath for long periods, patiently hiding in the mud until a likely meal passes its way. The cutting edges of the turtle's beak behave like scissor blades. When they aren't snapping up fish, they hunt for carrion, slicing through muscle and bone with ease. A big snapper will eat anything it can get its jaws around. A dog is mere chicken feed. It's not just size and appetite that puts the alligator snapper into the ruling reptile category.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Its body is built like a strongbox, virtually predator-proof. Surprisingly, turtles don't have an external shell like a clam. Their armor is formed by the ribs, which fuse into a rigid box, protecting the organs inside. The snapper's huge head won't fit in its shell. But less well-defended land turtles can retract their head and legs right inside this portable fortress when they feel threatened. This is the giant Galapagos tortoise. It weighs as much as 4 grown men and lives well over 100 years.